Greetings, welcome to Queen Elle's TV. This is Elle. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today is, as I suggested in my last video, I said that I was considering doing a grocery haul. So I'm doing that today. You will see coming up in just seconds 2 parts of a grocery haul. So I did 2 Walmart pickups in one day. So I know I'm crazy. I've done this once before, so it's my bad, forgetful with my groceries. But anyway, so you will see me do those, and I'll be talking and just showing my the groceries that I purchased, which will probably last us a couple of weeks. There may be some perishable things that I need to get about a week from now, but yeah, they should last us at least about a couple of weeks, and then I'll need to re-up on some things. Condiments may last a little longer. And just to put it in perspective, we're a family of 4 eaters. My daughter and her boys are not here. It's my 2 older sons, 14 and 10, and then I have a baby, so he's not eating anything yet. He's not on solid food yet. He's 5 months old, and it's me and my partner. So 4 eaters in my home. So I would consider that a small family. Maybe all together is considered a mid-sized family, but for right now, with the ones who are eating, I consider that a small family. So yeah, so stay tuned for that if you want to check out my grocery haul. As always, I will be back. I always give, a weather report. It is warm here. See, I'm perspiring. I'm in southern Illinois, and I have my car off, so I can't see the temperature, but it's about 89 degrees here, which is crazy. And it's about 3 something. The high today is supposed to get up to 93, so we're not even at our peak yet today. When my boys and I first came outside earlier this afternoon, they were like, my oldest son said, "Mom, why is it so hot here right now?" And I said, well, or maybe it was my 10-year-old, and I said, it's that time of year, but of course there's global warming, all the climate change issues that we have, unfortunately, in this world. But yeah, it's quite warm, and it is not usually this warm in southern Illinois, in this Midwest region, this time of year. We're at, today is May 10th, 2022. Yeah, it's not usually this warm yet, at least for like about a month from now, but here we are. So it just is what it is. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and stay tuned. Peace. As promised, I am filming what I bought from the store today. So this is the first of 2 Walmart grocery pickups. Don't even get me started. I realized that I left some things off of my order, so I'm actually getting ready to go back for another time slot that they had a little later than the original one. So I'll show the second part right after this one. So let's see what we have here. I got some organic bananas. We typically go through, like, let's say 1 bunch of organic bananas per grocery haul, so I guess maybe once every couple of weeks. My boys have been asking for these King's Hawaiian rolls, so I bought a couple packs of those. I usually will make like sliders with these, with some lunch meat and some sliced cheese. They really like that. Let's see, bought some frozen pizzas because my kiddos always like to just throw a pizza on. That's like a quick little kid-friendly meal. Let's see, we have some ice cream cups. So this is also good for portion control for kids. My 10-year-old actually sometimes it'll take him 2 sittings to enjoy one of these. So he'll eat half of one and then pop it back in the freezer and eat the other half the next night. So these are, let's see, get it to focus. No? Okay. These are by Blue Bunny, and yeah, my boys are all about different chocolate flavors, although my 14-year-old prefers vanilla over chocolate, but they both will eat these. And so this is, let's see, 8.5 ounces. So and my hands are pretty small, so it's like the size of my hand. So my boys like these, so we have several of those. My 14-year-old especially loves these Jimmy Dean breakfast corn dogs. So we have those. My boys like cookies and cream or Oreo ice cream. I got some romaine lettuce for some lettuce wraps and some salads throughout the week. Let's see. Today is Tuesday, and usually on Monday or Tuesday I'll do taco salad or nachos for the family. So we have some tortilla chips. We do ours with Doritos as well. More pizza. So I'm not sure if anyone else has experienced this, but in their area, but here in Southern Illinois, and I have heard of other people who are vlogging talk about this, but there is like a massive chicken shortage. Not quite sure why, because I remember when the pandemic first hit that there was a shortage, but I'm not sure why there's a shortage today. So anyway, it's been a struggle to get the regular different types of chicken that I would like, and as well as turkey, so ground turkey. So it's, I guess, a poultry shortage, I don't know, but ground turkey has been out of stock at my local Walmart. So they did have ground chicken in stock, so I got this Purdue ground chicken. And also the reason why I'm doing this grocery haul from the back of my van is because ever since the pandemic, so for a little over 2 years now, when my family does grocery shopping, well, when I do grocery shopping, or if my partner were to bring groceries in, right in the door, my boys are helping to wipe everything down with antibacterial wipes. Anything that's in a box like these, even the pizzas, because we pretty much have the temperature and the timing memorized. Anything that's pre-packaged like this, that's individually wrapped on the inside, like the breakfast corn dogs, they're in a plastic bag inside of the box all together, and then the pizzas, you know, are wrapped with plastic inside the box. We take all of the boxes off and immediately pitch those, or set them outside to be pitched, and that also helps as far as storage. It minimizes the bulkiness of storage, so that's what we do. But I figured it would be easier to go ahead and just do this. Let me turn myself around. I figured that it would just be easier. Okay, it's not turned around, sorry. But I figured it'd just be easier to do this from my car instead of breaking everything down in the house, or delaying breaking down everything, because just for sanitary reasons. So there's that. So we are, as you see, we're not completely dairy free because we will have cheese on pizza, but we don't drink cow's milk and haven't for the past few years. So I am loving this Califia Farms oat milk, and my boys typically drink almond milk. I'm allergic to almonds, so I can't consume almond milk, never have. But lately, so the only one of my children that eats cereal other than my daughter, who's out of the house, is my 10-year-old. And one day they were out of almond milk, and I gave him some of the oat milk, which I was the only one consuming that, and he loved it. So rather than buying separate milk now that only the children are able to consume for the almond milk, I just get the oat milk, and I use oat milk for cooking as well. Anything cream based, I use the oat milk, and I love it. Now another like guilty pleasure of mine is this Haagen-Dazs ice cream. It's like a pint a piece, and yeah, so like I was saying on the last vlog, I mean, my issue, of course, is being lactose intolerant, which I like to say everyone is lactose intolerant because cow's milk is made for cows. So me consuming anything, sorry, that was a truck. So me consuming anything that is cow's milk based, I know that I will most likely run into issues if it's not in moderation. So yeah, that's my little disclaimer, but I deal with it because that's just like my little sweet treat. So and I do get ice cream that is usually like made from coconut milk, but lately I've kind of been on that. So my boys love these Philly cheesesteaks. I already knew my 14-year-old liked a Philly cheesesteak, like when we would go to a sandwich restaurant or, you know, a little shop. But he asked me one time if the grocery store had any Philly cheesesteaks, and I said, well, you know, we could probably make some. And he's like, no, I want to see if you know, the store has some and see what they're like. So I saw these. It's just $4 and something at our local Walmart here in Southern Illinois for 2. And my boys, the 10-year-old decided to try it because the 14-year-old was like, you've got to try this. My kids are such foodies. So I get a couple boxes of these for them to have something that they can make themselves. And to be honest, something that's been clutch for me is when you're dealing with any type of chronic condition, chronic pain issues, something that might kind of have you bedridden sometimes, to have something that, especially your older children, to have something that is quick, that they can make themselves and not tear up the kitchen or use a bunch of dishes or anything. I mean, I trust my 14-year-old to use the oven and to use the microwave. I trust my 10-year-old to use the microwave sometimes, and that's all. I have not allowed either of them to use the stove yet. They'll stir stuff for me, but not cooking, like actually turning the heat on and all of that. So to have something quick, you know, for the times that I don't feel up to actually cooking a meal. I mean, I like to make a lot of things from scratch, but if I don't feel up to it, it's great to have something on hand because, you know, you still have to feed the kiddos. So that's that. Let's see. My partner loves this ice cream. You see a theme here? We love ice cream. So he loves this one. So I always get him one. He will probably eat one of those per week. So I'm always making sure that we have that for him. Let's see. I got some condiments here. We have ketchup, barbecue sauce. Gotta have that Sweet Baby Ray's, ranch, and some taco seasoning for tonight. Jiffy blueberry mix, and that is about it. So that's it for the first part of the grocery haul. So I will be back for the second part. Peace. I am back. Okay, you ready for part 2? Let's have part 2 of the groceries. Come on. All right, so now we're on part 2, and it looks like about the same amount as last time, if not a little bit more. So we have cereal. My 10-year-old, his favorite, one of his favorites is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I know not the best option for breakfast, but when he eats cereal, that's what he likes. I got some thin spaghetti, some rotini pasta. I got some honey. I like raw honey. I got some teriyaki sauce. One of the secrets that I do when baking chicken is I will use some teriyaki sauce and some honey. I put it on the chicken before putting it in the oven, and yeah, it turns out really nice. And if I don't use honey, I might use some brown sugar, and that kind of has a similar effect. And then sprinkle my seasonings on it, then flip the chicken maybe 30 minutes in and do it all over again, and it comes out with a really nice glaze on it. Pure vanilla extract, always get pure, never imitation. Have some ramen noodles, don't use the MSG packs, or if you're cooking multiple packs of ramen, use one pack and not the rest of them, and just add your own seasonings, and it turns out great. Sometimes I'll get ramen by itself, like there's packaged ramen that you could get at many grocery stores, including Walmart, that are not the standard ramens. They don't have seasoning packs included. It's just the actual ramen noodles dried, and then you can, you know, make it your own. Also, this time around, I remembered some of the snacks that I wanted to get for the boys. So Nutri-Grain bars is a pretty nutritious snack. I mean, it's, you know, obviously like processed food, but they like Nutri-Grain bars. So we have that. I have my sugar, white and brown sugar. I don't typically use white sugar, but I will say that when I'm baking food, I can bake something and use honey or use agave for a sweetener, but and don't use artificial sweeteners. I remember back in the day we were told that those were better for us than the natural kind. They are not, and that's been debunked in recent times. So if you're going to use sugar, definitely use the real thing. However, you know, most things in moderation are okay, but I do try to stay away from the white stuff. But like I said, I use it when I'm baking, because a lot of baked goods in the recipes, if you switch, I've tried substituting brown for white with a lot of them, and it just doesn't have the same flavor profile. Or sometimes I'll do half and half in lieu of all white. Got some pasta sauce. Now, my favorite pasta sauce is Prego. I like Prego over Ragu personally. It's just thicker, and the flavor is better. I find myself not having to add as much of my personal seasoning to it versus Ragu. And then Bertolli. So my local Walmart, the one that I use for my pickups, they were out of a lot of the Prego flavors that I wanted, but Bertolli would be my second choice. It's a bit more expensive, but really good. So we got that. As you see, got another pizza in there. Let's see, got some fruit cups. So my 10-year-old and I, we both have an oral raw allergy. I will correct myself at the bottom of the screen if I'm incorrect with the name of that. So it's, oh, and as you see, it's gross, like crumbs and stuff. We need to vacuum this puppy out ASAP. So anyway, but yeah, so we have this condition where some raw fruits and vegetables, it's usually raw fruits, and for me, certain nuts will give us the effect of having an allergic reaction. So we're talking itchy gums, itchy tongue, swollen lips, swollen gums. For me, I'll feel a bit of my throat closing up. I have that almond allergy that I mentioned in the previous video, and for my almond allergy, I even start wheezing and sneezing and everything. So that's a true allergy. This raw food allergy is something that can just pop up for anyone, and I believe it has to do with some of the pesticides that's on some of our veggies. For the fruit, a lot of times it's fruit that has skin on it, and it's like apples. The skin on apples, I have more of this effect than if I were to peel the apple. but I still have some type of effect. For my 10-year-old, we've noticed it with watermelon for him recently, and that's an offender. There just are several different things that are offensive to people who have this sensitivity. So I plan to do a video specific to it, just in case anyone searches for that like I did, to just to get more information and to educate yourself on it. So I mean, the main thing is just to avoid those offenders if you're sensitive to them. So, and we treat it similar to, I guess, as you would like a gluten insensitivity. Of course, gluten is more widespread, so you have to really do some digging to avoid products that have gluten, where these fruits and vegetables and nuts, it's fairly easy to avoid those types of ingredients. You just have to look for them. And it's mainly when they're raw. When they are cooked, for some reason, it doesn't have that same effect. Really odd. I haven't tried it with almonds just because, like I said, I've had almond products, extract and powder in baked goods, and had the same reaction. So I have a true allergy there. But for the fruit and vegetable allergies, I have noticed that when they're cooked, I don't really have as much of a reaction. Very interesting topic, but I digress. So with that being said, I got fruit cups for the boys. My 14-year-old doesn't have this sensitivity, but since my 10-year-old does, I just got them fruit cups to have something healthy. And these are no sugar added from Del Monte. So it's just a variety pack, 12 in each pack. Let's see, I was able to find some more chicken. So I showed you in the other video or the other clip that I was able to get ground chicken, but wasn't able to get ground turkey, wasn't able to find any other chicken. They must have gotten a delivery at my local Walmart just this morning, because I placed the order that I picked up a little while ago. I placed that last night, and this order for right now I placed this morning. And so I was able to get some boneless, skinless chicken breast strips, as well as a family pack of actual chicken breasts. So that was great to be able to catch that. Got some pizza rolls, just another quick little like snack for them. Let's see, goldfish, because my 10-year-old likes goldfish. I even got a pack of drumsticks, Walmart pack. It's like a family pack of drumsticks. It's actually what I grilled in a previous video. I mentioned that I grilled. I got some corn on the cob. So my boys like corn. They don't like too many veggies, but they do like corn on the cob. They do like sweet peas. So I got some canned vegetables. I got some frozen. I like these little steam bags that you can just heat up in the microwave. So I have some broccoli there. Also got some veggie burgers. So I stopped eating pork and beef. Let's see. I stopped eating pork and beef about, over 25 years ago. I'm aging myself. So I stopped eating pork and beef the year that I graduated from high school. And I'll go into that in a future video. But anyway, I stopped eating pork and beef and just ate poultry and fish. So that's all I've been eating since then. And so that was 1996. And go 96, woo! And I have eaten chicken, well, poultry off and on. So sometimes I would just eat fish and no poultry. Other times I would eat poultry. More often than not, I would eat poultry. I had just stopped eating poultry months before finding out that I was pregnant last year. And one of the first things that happened, I was dealing with a lot of morning sickness in the first trimester, but I found that I wanted to eat chicken. So I found that chicken was palatable. I was able to keep it down. So I found myself eating chicken again. So lately, especially since having the baby, I have found that my taste for chicken has kind of gone away. So I'll eat chicken off and on. And I haven't had much fish lately. So I'm just finding other ways of including protein in my diet, like from eggs, etc. But my boys do like veggie burgers. So they just asked me, they were curious about the veggie burgers that they saw in the freezer. And I had never given them to them because they eat regular, beef burgers. I don't purchase pork or beef. However, I don't kind of block my children from consuming those things, especially when they were going to school. I did not put a dietary restriction on them, but I have educated them on what beef does to your body as far as slowing digestion. So they were interested in the veggie burgers, and they loved the way that I kind of put them together with the bread and the condiments and everything to make it look and kind of, it doesn't really taste like a beef burger to me. I don't even remember what beef burgers taste like at this point, because I've been off beef longer than I was ever on it. But they love them. So I got some more veggie burgers. And something interesting, since the pandemic, I found that it was hard for me to find veggie burgers in stock. I prefer the Morningstar Farms brand, so I might have seen other brands, but and wasn't willing to try those brands because this is my tried and true since even before I stopped eating beef. So I found these. I like these, and there's a spicy black bean kind that I like as well that's in here somewhere. So got the chicken. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, I got a couple of packs of shrimp. So Walmart has these different types of frozen shrimp. I always get raw, never cooked, because the cooked, you know, I feel like unless you're eating like cocktail shrimp that's pre-cooked, the packaged cooked shrimp, I mean, I'm not sure how I would eat that, because if I were to cook it to heat it, then I'm overcooking it at that point because it's already cooked. It's actually almost overcooked at the point that it's in the package, in my opinion, as far as my taste goes. So I prefer raw. It is a hassle to, it says peeled, devein, tail on, oh, these are tail off actually. Sometimes they say tail on in the package. So it says this, but this is referring, this devein is referring to the outer vein that comes off when you take the shell off. But there's that vein on the underside of the shrimp that is still there, and so yeah, I still have to devein them. So very misleading. Great value, but yeah, so I have a couple packs of those. I like to do different things because I have them in time for our nachos, taco salad. I may do some shrimp on some of the taco salad for me and my partner specifically. My 14-year-old, he's not into shrimp that much, and well, he might like a little bit, because I would saute them. I might fry a little, but I'll probably just saute them. My 10-year-old would not want that, so I will spare him the shrimp. So I also got sliced cheese for those veggie burgers, as well as the sliders that I mentioned in the previous clip with those Hawaiian rolls. So I prefer this great value sliced cheese. We have pepper jack, we have some sharp cheddar, we have, I should have a Monterey Jack somewhere, and these crescent rolls. So I like these 2 packs. I will make some almost like sliders with the crescent rolls. I'll wrap some lunch meat in them, put a little pasta sauce on there. Sometimes I'll put ground meat. This is before I roll them up. Ground meat, maybe that I've already seasoned and cooked in some sauce, and just stick that in there. It's like a little meat sauce, and wrap them up, and or sprinkle a little shredded cheese on there too before wrapping it up. And it's almost like a pizza pocket. So my boys really like these. And also, for the record, because I mentioned in the previous clip, the reason why I'm doing this in the car is because, for sanitary reasons, because of how we wipe everything down with antibacterial wipes as it enters the house, and take out the outer packaging on things that have outer packaging. So since I don't have gloves on, please know I'm definitely you know, washing my hands and all that when I get inside. So let's see, honey fell out, stick that back in there. So here are the spicy, oh, these are the garlic ones. They have to substitute some of mine. Garden. Yeah, they might have substituted my spicy ones for garden veggie. I do know that they had to substitute some. I got some frozen sweet peas in there. Let's see. I was able to find ground turkey this time around. So like I said, it's really interesting. I've heard stories of people who do Walmart pickup where Walmart, through the app, they'll be informed that the store is out of something, and by the time they do their pickup, you know, maybe the next day, several hours later, they have gone into the Walmart right after doing their pickup and saw that product that the app was saying they were out of, saw it in stock. So you just never know. So like I said, I did not see ground turkey in stock. It said out of stock for my previous orders for today, but it was in stock. And when I saw it in stock for this order, all they had in stock was 1 pound containers of ground turkey. I usually do the 3 pound pack. So since I saw 1 pound packs, it was like 1.25 packs, so 1 1/4 pound. I grabbed 4 of those so that I could freeze a couple, put 1 in the fridge, use 1 for tonight, just to make sure that, you know, I got what I needed. So believe that is it. So yeah, like I said, we should be set for the next couple weeks. So peace. I'll be in touch again. Thank you. Okay, so that's it for today's grocery haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe next time I will have everything out of the bags just so it's easier to view. But I just did what made sense for me for today. I am new to the grocery haul game, so let me know if you enjoyed this video. I sure hope you did. I will be in touch. Take care. Peace.